Hello everyone, this is John Specko from Growing Up Gamer. Today I'm going to be covering Derail, the multiplayer map from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is part of my sniping strategy series, and in the first part of this video I'll be covering the effective sniping spots for this particular map. I'll be listing off also callouts, and the latter part will be of particular gameplay implementing some of these spots and particular strategies that I'll discuss later on. Firstly, we have garage roof, which is really only effective against second floor office windows. Other than that, there's a vulnerability to the grocery store, video store area with the spawn. However, making an easy transition over to the gas station roof, which covers everything from the South Woods, South Tower, South Field, offices, train crash, bridge to the creek and North Woods. It is a very effective spot and also a very popular spot. And the only real vulnerability is from coming from ladders, catwalk if you're not paying attention. Also, it's a little hard to see up into the third floor and second floor warehouse windows. However, if you pay attention enough, you can pop somebody. To protect yourself against the spawns in North Woods, you can just simply move back above the pumps. This will provide you with plenty of cover and also line of sight. Also, it goes the same way with the grocery store area, as in there's a spawn there, and people will continuously spawn under you, and if you're a good enough shot, you'll be able to kill them over and over and over. A quick escape is always easy to make as well. This spot also gives a great line of sight towards the Northwood spawn. It may be tempting, but please avoid any time getting on top of any of the cars. It provides absolutely no cover. This is also an excellent spot for spawn killing people coming out of the grocery store area, and also counter sniping against people on top of the gas station roof. This Northwood spot provides great concealment on either side of the tree, also great line of sight on the windows of the office, as well as the transitions between the office and warehouse. You can't really see the creek, but that's not really an issue. The rock formation just shy of the creek provides a great spot for counter sniping against people in the second floor windows of the office building, as well as killing people as they transition between the warehouse area and the catwalk, as well as the creek itself. Being that the three windows in the warehouse have similar line of sights and also spectrum areas, that it's best that you use a kill move tactic, and killing one person from one spot, moving to another one of the windows, and switching them up to remain unpredictable. Inside the warehouse is basically useless other than just to cover the warehouse floor. And also, here's another view of the third window. As you can see, it provides basically the same area but a little better shot on gas station roof. Here's a pretty good spot for beginning round kills, catching people if you're quick enough on the trigger. The far west concrete barrier is the counter to the gas station roof, and also provides the best viewing area and spectrum as you can get on the map other than the gas station. Catching people running out of that mid entrance of the power station is like shooting fish in a barrel. This is an effective counter to the Northwoods area sniping spots right here. The catwalk itself is pretty misleading, and it looks like you have cover, but you actually don't. It only acts as a concealment. Use it in moderation and only use it when you have to. It's only good against gas station roof and second floor windows. Other than that, it's basically useless. Also, the same thing with this spot. It really doesn't provide that much cover unless you do here. However, South Field is pretty sparse for enemies. Usually nobody goes there. Some people have learned not to run in the open. Staying on the back side of this hill creates a pretty good low profile spot for you to be able to try to catch people in transition from water tower to offices. This is the backside counter in the power station area to the windows in the warehouse. It's usually people silhouette pretty well to where you can spot them much easier than you could from, say, gas station roof. The rest of these areas, as far as like cover and concealment, are basically these rock formations. Pretty common sense. There's minor adjustments you can make, like here, just moving over to the left to try to expose yourself as little as possible. For the most part, they're pretty obvious, and the main part you want to focus on is that transition, like I said before, to the office building from this right side. Other than that, there's really not going to be much traffic. Lastly is the office building. You can get in there, get in second floor, anywhere in there. you're basically good to go. Don't even need to show you. It's just perfect for sniping and covers every area of the map. And here's a simple gameplay in which I immediately go forward and try to slow any efforts of coming in and combating my taking over the second floor office. And there's always going to be that commando tac knifer. And also keep in mind, once you kill the first, they know you're there. So go ahead and set up on the stairs and pick people off as they come in. And also remember, usually whenever you kill the first wave, it's usually not try again. It's always, well, let's try the other way, the way of least resistance. People have gotten a little smarter in this game, but not much. So always expect to flank once you destroy the head-on collision. That's a good rule of thumb for any map, but especially for this one, whenever the one area of the map is so key to control, and that area being the office building, and especially the second floor. As you can see, teammates are just lining up in here, setting down claymores if you can hear it, and just setting up a fortress, because it's the best spot to be. But for the sake of the strategy, this being a strategy guide for sniping, I'm going to move out of here. However, you don't want to ever just run out that doorway. Look how big that doorway is, and you're just a easy target. So a lot of times what you want to do is just take your time and decide what you want to do, and try to knock the box out of the way that refuses to move. But other than that, I think a green guy comes in here pretty soon. Yeah, green guy comes in. That means it's basically clear. Making the transition between the office and the water tower. However, I was anticipating another flank, but sit here for a second, decide no, Southfield as always is just completely dry. Maybe I'll catch somebody coming in between the creek and the main entrance to the office. A lot of times you will, but all in all, this is a very bad spot with a decent amount of concealment. The only reason kind of making the weird transition is just to show you certain things I don't like about, like the water tower seems too open, and over at southeast is a spawn, and you can abuse the living piss out of the spawn, and I advise you do, because like I said, if you get on top of the gas station, they will continue to spawn over in Northwoods and over by the grocery store and everything like this right around here. Since I know our teammates have the office building taken over, there's really no point in staying on top of the garage. Rather than staying on the garage, go immediately on top of the gas station, get the AC-130, but I'm going to skip it. If you noticed, I checked over towards the Northwoods to my right as soon as I got up there, because that is the most vulnerable spot, and also to kind of give you a look at the same view, checking. And right here, how I said, if you take advantage of the spot and the spawn, you'll see what you can do. Even though it's not something spectacular. I do this pretty much every time on this map. I get up here on this spawn, up above it and above the gas pumps, and basically build up my KD. However, got a little distracted by a teammate, and as always, since I didn't have claymore set up, I got killed by the guy climbing up the ladder. As a result, I immediately spawn back, know exactly where to go to that spot, to where I'll be able to see where he would be after killing me, because usually when people get killed by you a couple times, they tend to come kill you and then sit in your spot. So that's why I went there. And also I was thinking maybe they'll try it again, so come up on the catwalk, and also you can catch people in the train wreck area transitioning from there to the office building, as well as moving along in Northwoods towards the warehouse, try to make a fancy shot through the foliage of not really the foliage, but the leaves of the tree and everything. See where my teammates are, so I try to is, like I said before, where the green guys are, they're not going to usually spawn, so I assume they're going to spawn in the power station right beside me. However, I think they actually start spawning in the warehouse. As soon as I hear that, I move over there, because I see the scores pretty close to end, and I wanted to show you all the spots, almost all the spots in this single video. Thinking maybe he's upstairs, but he's not. He's actually got to be downstairs in the warehouse. Get out here and make a quick shot, not a quick scope, but a quick shot to finish it off. And there you go. That's a basic strategy of it. There's much more that can go into it, but I've been told before my videos can be a little long. So, yeah, I hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. This has been John Specko from gugamer.com, and I will talk to y'all later.